Punk Revolution now. Today we're going to be reviewing Autechre's new album, Sign. Autechre. Sign! So Autechre. Honestly, one of the best musical acts ever, maybe. In my opinion, the greatest electronic musical act ever. Going back to the 90s, their 90s output is like fucking amazing. Amazing. And they've continued to release amazing. All their albums are so fucking good. And they've released a lot of albums. So in my opinion, that makes them one of the best. Now they got a new album here. Sign. So let's see what's going on with Autechre. Let's take a look at the album cover. This album cover looked so fucking familiar to me, it was driving me nuts. I know I've seen it somewhere, and I finally figured it out. This looks like the box to the AMD Ryzen computer processor. And the reason I know that is because I have that processor in my computer, and I recently got a new computer, so I was looking at these boxes and stuff. But weird, and honestly, now I can't even, whenever I look at this album cover, that's all I see. It's like the exact same from the gray background and the circle. Maybe that was intentional because it's like electronic music and it's like computer, haha. But whatever, it looks like a fucking computer processor box. Whatever. Excuse me. Speaking of which, this album actually opens up with a little bit of fart sounds, which is pretty cool. Can't think of very many artists who do that besides Sufjan Stevens. So in Sign, we're gonna see Autechre really experiment a lot here with ambient music. Okay, so I mean, Autechre has released a lot of ambient techno and ambient experimentations, but here this is gonna be a bit more minimal, chiller, more relaxed album, less percussion, and when there is percussion, it's a little bit more sparse and minimal, just maybe one little, kick drum in the back kind of going quietly or something like that. Ambient. There's a decent amount of experimentation here with synths and all these different textures that are just so satisfying. Like, I love listening to Autechre because, I mean, it literally, when you listen to Autechre, it's like the sensation on your ears. You can literally feel it like a massage or something crazy. It's really cool. I love how these synths have like almost sometimes like little melodies that you can kind of pick up, but these melodies are like classic Autechre melodies where they're really bizarre and disorienting and, not necessarily melodies you could like sing along to. Sometimes these like synths are so like spacey and dreamy, it almost reminds me of like progressive electronic, like Steve Roach ambience. There are some percussive songs here and there within this album, which I honestly prefer. I think Autechre's strength is in percussion and rhythms that are so hypnotizing. All these little like coming off over the headphone fucking with you. Nothing like that here. More ambient chillness. It's chill, it's dreamy. It feels a little like futuristic, like I guess all of Autechre's albums are. This one feels very futuristic, maybe like slightly sinister, maybe like a cyberpunk feel to it. So ultimately what comes together here is just a really good ambient album. Like, I think this is like a great album to like listen to while playing like a mystery video game, RPG mystery video game or something like that. I don't know. I will admit though, none of these tracks really stood out to me. None of them really wowed me too much. None of them blew me away, but they were all good. None of them were like bad either. It is a super enjoyable listen. If you like Autechre, you're gonna pick up what you love about Autechre, and there are lots of subtle complexities and just experimentations and electronic music that are creative in ways that it seems like rarely other artists are able to do. So awesome ambient album, not blowing me away, not my favorite Autechre album, but it's a cool album. I'm probably going to listen to it more because I do enjoy it, like I enjoy all of Autechre. So I'm giving this a 7.5 out of 10. Which is low for Autechre, but it also ultimately comes out to be one of my favorite electronic albums of the year so far. So it happened again. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Punk Revolution now. It really means a lot. My channel's growing so fast because you're all liking and commenting and subscribing, so keep doing that because that's epic. Punk Revolution now.